Here's a question you've probably never asked yourself. Am I running too much energy through my energy system? Well, today I'm going to teach you a different way to look at some common issues that could be affecting those common issues. And I'm going to teach you what it looks like, what are the side effects if your energy system is running too much energy, why it happens, and what to do about it. You know, running too much energy just means, I just did a video and I talked about the meridians. So go back to the most recent video that came out before this one, where I'm talking about 3 energy techniques to help you get focused and get things done. I talk about the meridians in that one and then teach you about energy pathways and all that. Well, too much energy running through your personal energy system could look like too much energy in the meridian system. It could look like a chakra energy of your 7 chakra energy system is just over processing. It's running on high. It would be like you've got the motor running on like amped up on a higher speed and not the speed that would be your balanced speed that supports your energy system. So what are the side effects? Autoimmune disorders are perpetuated from running too much energy. Headaches, the body needs something to do with this energy. It can blow out your adrenals, your thyroid is affected, your hormones get imbalanced. Headaches, because you process in the upper region more. It could be overeating, certain behaviors, whatever behavior tendencies you have that you act out or you have out of balance that you'd like to create more balance with. Overeating is a super common one. It could be that. And a fourth one is irritable children. Ever considered the fact that your irritable child that's either whining a lot, throwing tantrums, or angry, lack of motivation, just really stuck in their ways? They're always coming back at you, causing contention in the family. It could be they're running too much energy in their system and they're trying to get rid of this. It's like they're trying to dump it. My youngest son, when he was in 7th grade, he'd come home from junior high and he'd have these bouts of just aggravation and upset and anger. It's like any least little thing would just cue him up and get him going and trigger him. And I realized he's very open. He's an empath. He can sense other people's energy. He takes on their energy if he doesn't take precautions and safeguard that. Well, he's 13. He doesn't know how to do that. I never taught him. So I taught him how to strengthen his central meridian with a technique I'm going to show you today. I was learning a lot of energy techniques from one of my mentors, Donna Eden. She's amazing. And this particular process was beneficial to my son in doing it, so he wasn't taking on all this extra energy and then having to dump it. So that's the 4th symptom in a manner. Do you have a child that's doing this, or are you doing this? And it's a delayed response, typically 2-3 hours after you've taken on other people's energy. So let's get to what causes it. Definitely taking on other people's energy is part of the scenario. You're processing someone else's emotion. You are taking on their wound. You're just energetically, it's like you've allowed their energy to kind of dump into yours. I did this with my husband for many years of our marriage. And when I finally learned I was doing it and stopped it and created energetic boundaries, our marriage has improved considerably because of that. Because my way of getting rid of that extra energy without knowing it was overreacting to things. You can take on too much energy by consuming too much media, looking at TikTok too long, Facebook, Instagram, short video content, consuming it in large quantities, video gaming, just doing something so you're not moving your body. You could get it from the plugging into the kind of the stories of the media and the world, what's happening in the kind of collective energy, where now you're plugged. It's like you plug your energy system into that and it overloads you with overwhelm, worry, fret, stress, anger, whatever that is, because you're just too connected to it. So what do you do about it? Well, the first step is real easy. Any essential oil that has a lavender or a quality of the sensory mechanism of being able to breathe it that grounds you, I've got from my particular oil line, which are premium oil blends. This is the I Am Balanced oil. And what this does is it helps balance the energy system to just in a healthy way clean up what's too much and come back into balance. You can put it on any of the 7 chakra energy points. Probably the easiest place to be able to apply it is on the bottom of your feet. That absorbs into all those nerve centers there and helps your body then get into balance and your energy system get into balance. And so just keep a bottle of this close by so that you can use it as go for prevention rather than having to take care of it after the fact. And so knowing you're going to be susceptible, maybe a company meeting, maybe a family gathering, maybe you're going to be flying on a plane. And when you put it on your feet, you put on your socks and your shoes or just whatever, even your sandals, this doesn't linger, the scent of it, because I know you don't want to necessarily smell like the walking essential oil cabinet, but it works and it will help you. The second technique is a energy process. You can do it sitting down or standing up. I'm going to stay sitting down and demonstrate it and teach you the steps and then why it works and then how you can modify it to do it in a more public setting where you don't want to draw attention to yourself, so it's more discreet. And so you're going to go ahead and stand up. Take a deep breath in, and as you're doing that, pull your arms up and then exhale and very powerfully push your hands down. Arms up. One more time. Well, what do you think that's doing? Share in a comment. If you just naturally saw the process and went, well, it looks like you're getting rid of extra energy by pushing it out in those breathing patterns, by expelling it, get rid of it, throw it into the earth. Now, if you're sitting down, you can actually lean forward in your chair, just discreetly take a deep breath in through your nose. And then as you exhale, push firmly down on your chair. Kind of like people that just take extra breaths to kind of rejuvenate. And push down on your chair. And that's going to give you the same effect. Teach your kids to do this. The last step is one you can do independently or with this expelling energy process. You're going to take your fingers as though you were grabbing onto the tab of a zipper, and that zipper runs from the pubic bone up through the navel between the breasts, up the neck to the lip, and you're going to lock it. Let's do that 2 more times. This is central meridian. You can learn more about that in my previous video. 3rd time. This strengthens central meridian. The zipper and the lock is a metaphor for you to visually think of setting an energetic boundary. You're zipping up your system and locking it so that it is your own energetic bubble, your own energetic container, and everybody else gets to deal with their stuff. I taught my son to do this, and I'd even, we would do it in the morning before he left, and if we forgot to do it, I would do it via proxy, which you can learn about in a video I released a few videos ago. This is a technique that can be done for people, for them, by you doing it on yourself, or even visually doing it on them in your mind. You just imagine them running, go ahead and strengthening that central meridian through a visualization, and it will respond. And it made a huge difference. He got more grounded. We saw the irritability disappear, and he had a knowledge now that he's even grown more into, because that young man is now 34. And over the years, he's got a much clearer sense of how he operates energetically, and he can take care of it that way. So your kids are very open to these things typically, especially the younger you introduce them. Thank you for subscribing and helping the channel grow so we reach more people to learn these beneficial health techniques that support all of us. And as that happens, all of humanity is supported. And thanks for hitting the bell and sharing this video with someone you know would benefit from learning. these strategies. Thanks for watching, everyone.